Just like any other Resident Evil game, Requiem is no exception, and it has challenges to complete where you can earn points to spend, and the only legit way to get infinite ammo. One of those challenges is called the Final Puzzle. Challenge so complicated to finish, so it really was the final puzzle on a global scale. It took a lot to figure it out, and I will guide you step by step on how to do it. I must disclose that I was not the one who came up with the solution, it was joint effort of the Resident Evil community. You'll have to complete 7 steps and play the game 1.5 times. If you didn't play the game already, this guide might have some spoilers, so beware.
Resident Evil.
As you venture through the game running away from the girl, you'll enter the processing room where conveyor belt brings in hanging zombies from the nearby inspection room. They get dropped into a bloody liquid, and normally Grace drains this pool, exposing a conveyor belt and a meat grinder below. But for this first step, you need to do completely opposite. You must not drain the pool when you first arrive. If you found the Subject 117 note in the labs outside the care center, and you probably did if you followed my walkthrough, you know that the girl was created from the blood of 115 zombies. So here's what you need to do. You have to wait until at least 115 zombies have dropped into the pool. Don't worry about counting, though going over doesn't hurt. Just let the game run for about 20 minutes to be safe, and let zombies pile up. Once those 20 minutes are up, drain the processing pool, descend into the pit, and trigger the cutscene. This is where Grace has to fight for her life as the grinder and conveyor belt activate and zombies start reanimating. Now here's the tricky part. For this step to count, you cannot kill a single zombie on the conveyor belt yourself. You have to feed them to the grinder, but don't worry, it's easier than it sounds. Just shoot them in the legs to make them wobble. Their stunned state lasts long enough that they'll just sit there waiting to be embraced by the grinder. And you've officially completed the first step. It's a grind, literally and not, but now we can move on to the next part of the puzzle.
It stopped. It finally stopped. Thank God. Hurry!
After eventful elevator ride and obtaining star quartz, just go back and pick up the severed hand.
Hey, Emily.
Leave Emily at the sofa and rush towards Blood Lab. It's the same lab where you found Blood Collector earlier in the game. Here we will have to use the analyzer to analyze the hand. But before we do that, we can see our first clue. We still don't know what it is, but we are going to note it down. So it is G equals and some huge number beside it. Now, after we analyze the hand, we get a message saying let's play with a sequence of letters G, C, A, and U. And now we can kind of see where this G is going to play its part. But for now, we'll just note it down and move to the next step. Yep, you've read that correctly. So just head to the restroom marked on the map and flush the toilet 8 times. And if you're wondering, the clue is found in the investigation report at the very beginning of the game, where number 8 is kinda smudged on the wall with the blood next to the zombie. And just like that, step 3 down the drain. Onto the next one.
Please, just let it be in here.
And in there it was. This is VIP apartment a little bit after the restroom, where you will find an hourglass. If you examine that and let the sand run, you'll see another clue. U equals 380,000. Let's note it down and move forward. A little bit further down the road, you'll find Grace's blood analysis. Open it up and you'll find out that C equals 4.2 LY. Now we have 3 letters, but what do they actually mean? Well, turns out this is distance from Earth to Moon, this is Earth to Sun, and closest star to the Earth is actually 4.2 light years away. And we are currently missing only letter A, but we'll need Leon for that, so we'll come back to it. If you did dumping and flushing successfully earlier in the game, after this carnage in collection and testing area, you'll get to pick up the doll. If you don't see a doll here, you either have to repeat step number 1 or step number 3. But if you do see the doll, then just pick it up and congratulations, step number 5 done. And on top of that, you get to keep the doll forever. Now, after the big fight, you have to go to the basketball court and make sure that you put the doll's head through the hoop. It really doesn't matter which side of the hoop you're going to put it through. And also, you don't have to use legs as I did here. You can shoot it with a gun. But just make sure to get this message. After you receive the message in the basketball court, just go back to the candles shop and now you will be able to examine the rest of the Charlie's body and to see this message, which tells us what A actually means, nothing. So now we just swap letters with the symbols and we have the final code. The only part that is left now is to play the game for the second time until we get to the part where you have to pick up the severed hand. So just pick it up, go leave the Emily and make sure that you actually have the doll in your inventory. After you confirm that doll is with you, pick up Emily and go analyze the hand again. If you don't do that, you will not be able to enter the combination. Also, bear in mind that you have to do all of these steps. You cannot just go and enter the code just because you know it now. You have to do all the steps. Otherwise, it's not gonna work. After analysis is complete, you'll get the same message as before, but you can just ignore that and proceed to the researcher's office to enter the code. Alright, moment of truth. We have a doll, we have Emily. And the code is sun, star, sun, moon, star, sun, moon, sun, moon, star, moon. We did it. We freaking did it. You let the sweet pair hear the voice. Please check challenges. Oh my god, this is the stupidest challenge ever. And there you have it, stupidest challenge or not, it was super fun to actually complete it. And if you found this helpful or informative in any way, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe to the channel, it means a lot. But anyways, see you out there. Thanks for watching.
You almost there?
Just about.